Today we're going to do a 1-year review on the Suzuki V-Strom 650 with ABS. This one has a few modifications on it. Like I said, I've owned this bike for 1 year now. I've ridden cruisers, sport bikes, dirt bikes, whatever you can think of, and this one right here definitely deserves all the credit that it can be given. A few things to know about it. It's considered a sport touring bike, and as you can see, it looks very sporty and it handles very well on the highway or the dirt roads, wherever you want to take it. It's liquid cooled, 8-valve. It's a 90-degree V-twin engine, so they're not directly off of one another, but it is still considered a V-twin engine. You've got 6 gears. It's a 6-speed manual. You're averaging 70 horsepower on this bike, which is comparable to a Kawasaki Ninja 650 or a Honda CBR 650R. Very comparable to those two in horsepower. Roughly 44 to 46 pounds of torque on this bike at around 6,500 RPM. So it'll get you where you want to go. You can speed up, get around cars in traffic if that's what you have to do. This bike comes with a top speed of 125. Now, that's what they say online. I can tell you from experience, you can definitely get that 125 out of it. It's almost 500 pounds in weight, so it is on the heavier side, but that gives it, all that better traction on the road, so I consider that a win. You've got about 7 inches of ground clearance on this bike, so it's great for going on those trails and getting over fallen limbs and debris, or maybe a few rocks here and there. We've got a 5.3 gallon fuel tank, averaging 55 miles to the gallon. So with that, you're looking at about 290 miles on a full tank of fuel. Start it up, it's going to go through its checks. Make sure you're in neutral. I've got 34,000 miles on this motorcycle, and I'll tell you, it rides like it did when it was brand new. I've owned it for 1 year. Of course, I didn't put all of those miles on here, but I mean, this thing handles great, especially for the mileage. Now, to start this bike, you've got to either have it in neutral, or if you have it in gear, the kickstand does have to be up, and of course your on-off switch over here has to be pressed in. In addition to that, you've got to pull the clutch in before you press the starter button to engage it. So let's have a little quick startup on this bike, let you hear how it sounds, and we may even do a little test run today. Super smooth sounding, quick to start, nice and clean sound, not too loud. It's going to give you that perfect sound of acceleration, so you can still hear your bike and know that you're getting through all the gears very well. You'll be able to listen to it for downshifting and upshifting without having to rely on that digital gauge. and it's not going to be so loud and obnoxious that when you're trail riding or you're on these back roads, you're going to, you know, very easily disturb the wildlife out there, or just get on your own nerves because your bike is so loud you can't concentrate. Now, we've got great suspension on this bike, which is adjustable based on your height or terrain you're riding on. See a good coil-over shock under there. Really takes all the beating out of it, so you don't hardly feel anything on this bike. So what we're going to do now is hop on it, and we'll go around the back pasture here just to show you how well this bike handles off-road. And it poured down rain early this morning. It's soaking wet out here. We've got the Scorpion off-road tires on here, the all-terrain tires. They're a Pirelli brand. They do a great job on any terrain I've put it on so far. So without further ado, let's do it.
Bye.